Looks like there's a new couple in Hollywood. Aaron Pierre, Teyana. Aaron Pierre, that's Teyana.
Nobody saw this coming. Just when fans were starting to think things might finally be cooling down between Teyana Taylor and the men in her life, everything exploded again. And this time, the internet is in full meltdown mode. Teyana was allegedly caught in a secret meeting with none other than her ex, Iman. But that's not even the craziest part. Aaron Pierre, her current partner, reportedly caught the whole thing on camera. We're talking home surveillance footage, whispers behind closed doors, and a hug that has fans divided. Was it closure, co-parenting, or betrayal? The internet can't decide. And now everyone's watching Teyana's every move, because this story is far from over. Sources close to Aaron say that he began feeling suspicious when Teyana mentioned she was stepping out to visit a stylist friend. Aaron didn't think much of it at first, but when her return got delayed, he decided to check the Ring camera footage at home. To his shock, the camera picked up Iman arriving at the house shortly after Teyana left. The footage shows Iman entering calmly and staying inside for nearly 2 hours. There was no arguing, no commotion, just quiet movements and the occasional muffled laugh. Aaron watched it all unfold from his phone in real time, completely stunned. For someone claiming closure, it all felt a little too cozy. When Teyana finally returned home, she probably expected a peaceful evening. Instead, Aaron was sitting on the couch, visibly angry, phone in hand. He reportedly asked her directly, "Where were you really?" Teyana tried to stick to her original story, but Aaron wasn't buying it. That's when he told her, flat out, "I saw everything. Iman was here." According to insiders, Teyana froze for a moment before saying she only invited Iman over to discuss co-parenting and gain some much-needed closure. But Aaron didn't believe that for a second. He felt blindsided, betrayed, and more than anything, disrespected. Their argument reportedly lasted all night. Aaron didn't initially share the surveillance footage online himself, but a close friend who saw the clip in a group chat decided to leak it, and that changed everything. The video, which shows Iman hugging Teyana goodbye at her front door, immediately hit Twitter and TikTok. Fans began analyzing every second of it, zooming in, slowing it down, and picking apart the body language. Most agreed, the hug lasted a little too long to be just friendly. Some called it emotional cheating. Others said it looked like the end of something deeper. Either way, once the footage was out, the internet went into full-blown frenzy mode. Trying to get ahead of the drama, Teyana took to Instagram and posted a single sentence on a black screen. "Sometimes peace looks like a conversation with the past." She didn't tag anyone, but everyone knew who she was referring to. Rather than calming things down, her statement only made fans more suspicious. Many began accusing her of playing both sides, keeping Aaron as her present while quietly reopening doors with Iman. The post sparked thousands of comments, most asking the same question: why keep it a secret if it was innocent? Teyana's vague approach backfired, and the damage was already done. While fans were still processing Teyana's subtle statement, Aaron delivered his own message, loud and clear. He posted a reel on Instagram showing himself silently packing bags and walking out of what appeared to be their shared home. The caption read, "If I'm not enough, don't lie, just leave." Fans exploded in the comments, flooding his page with supportive messages. Some were angry on his behalf, saying he deserved honesty and loyalty. Others speculated that he was being dramatic and trying to make Teyana look worse. Still, the message was clear: Aaron had reached his breaking point, and he was out. Iman finally spoke up after days of silence. In a tweet that quickly went viral, he wrote, "You're doing the most. That was a co-parent convo, not a trap house meeting." He tried to downplay the situation, saying that fans were just looking for drama where there wasn't any. But the internet wasn't having it. Many fans questioned why, if it really was just co-parenting, they had to meet in secret. Why not just be transparent with Aaron? The secrecy and timing made people doubt Iman's intentions. His tweet only added fuel to the fire and painted him as someone who wasn't being fully honest. Things took another wild turn when Teyana's own sister posted a tweet that set the internet ablaze. The tweet read, "Loyalty means saying no to your past, no matter the excuse." Though she didn't mention Teyana by name, The implication was glaringly obvious. It was the kind of statement that didn't need context to stir up speculation. Coming from her own sister, it sent shockwaves through the fandom. Within minutes, fans were dissecting every word, convinced it was a dig at Teyana possibly reconnecting with Iman. Despite the tweet being deleted within 10 minutes, it was already too late. Screenshots spread across every major gossip blog, Twitter thread, and Instagram story. The deletion only added fuel to the fire. Why post something so bold and then backtrack so quickly? This one tweet opened the floodgates to a new wave of questions. Was there division within Teyana's own family? Was her sister against her reconciling with Iman? And if she was willing to call her out publicly, on a platform where she knew fans were watching, what did that say about what was happening privately behind closed doors? It raised the possibility that the emotional tug-of-war wasn't just between Iman, Aaron, and Teyana, but also involved the people closest to her. Fans speculated endlessly. Some defended the sister, saying she was standing up for Teyana's well-being. Others accused her of betrayal, claiming family matters should never be aired out online. Regardless of where people stood, everyone could agree on one thing. Things were messier than anyone had realized, and the drama had officially gone from personal to painfully public. And just when it felt like the situation couldn't spiral any further, paparazzi captured yet another dramatic moment. Just one day after Aaron's now infamous Instagram reel of him and Teyana in the car, he was spotted outside the home they once shared. The photos told their own story. He was seen loading suitcases into an SUV, keeping his head down, headphones in, not acknowledging the swarm of photographers who had clearly been tipped off. Teyana was nowhere in sight. His quiet, focused demeanor spoke volumes. It was an image of a man walking away, but whether from a relationship, the public mess, or both, was up for interpretation. To some, Aaron's silent exit looked like a moment of dignity and restraint. He wasn't throwing shade, making comments, or adding chaos to an already intense situation. Fans praised him for keeping it classy, saying he showed maturity by removing himself instead of fighting for attention. But others weren't convinced. They felt the moment was a little too convenient, a little too choreographed. Some claimed he was leaning into the role of the heartbroken good guy, trying to win sympathy and reshape the narrative in his favor. The internet, of course, dissected every frame of the photos, the brand of suitcase he used, the music he might have been listening to, even the direction he was facing. Everyone wanted to know what this move really meant. Was it a breakup? A break? Or just a dramatic cooling-off period? Then, in the middle of all the noise, Teyana released a short video that sent emotions into overdrive. It featured her daughter, sitting comfortably in what looked like their home, saying softly, "I just want mommy happy." The clip was brief, but powerful. It humanized everything. In the face of all the speculation, the tears, the tweets, and the gossip, this one sentence reminded everyone that at the core of it all was a child. The video was met with an outpouring of support. Fans flooded the comments with heart emojis and messages telling Teyana to protect her peace and prioritize her daughter's well-being. But even this heartfelt moment didn't go without scrutiny. Some critics viewed it as calculated, a way to soften the public perception after a week of non-stop mess. They suggested that the timing was too perfect, that it felt like a PR move meant to reset the narrative. Others disagreed, arguing that it was her way of grounding the conversation, redirecting focus from the noise back to what really matters. Regardless of the intent, the emotional weight of the video lingered. It reminded everyone that while fans argued over loyalty, drama, and romance, Teyana was also balancing motherhood under an unforgiving spotlight. Finally, as pressure mounted and the online discourse showed no signs of slowing down, Teyana herself decided to speak. She went live on Instagram, her face bare, her tone subdued. "Y'all, it's been hard. Really hard," she said, her voice cracking under the weight of weeks of speculation and judgment. Her vulnerability was raw and unfiltered. She admitted that she had met up with Iman, but firmly denied that anything romantic had taken place. It was about peace, not passion, she explained. She wanted to close chapters, not reopen them. She acknowledged that things hadn't been easy, and that emotions were high on all sides. But then she said something that echoed across every social media platform. If trust can be broken by a conversation, maybe it was already too fragile to begin with. That one sentence stopped people in their tracks. It was bold, honest, and unapologetic. It shifted the narrative from finger-pointing to introspection. Was Aaron's trust really that easily shaken? Or had cracks already been forming beneath the surface long before Iman reappeared? Teyana didn't stay long on the live. She didn't take questions. She simply said her piece and ended it, leaving fans stunned. Some believed her completely, praising her for her honesty and emotional intelligence. Others remained suspicious, still convinced there was more to the story. But whether people sided with her or not, the impact of her words was undeniable. It wasn't just about who she was or wasn't with. It was about the emotional labor of navigating love, loyalty, and legacy in the public eye. The saga wasn't over, not by a long shot. But what was clear now more than ever was that Teyana wasn't just reacting to the storm. She was slowly reclaiming control of her story. And in a world that feeds off every misstep and mistake, that kind of quiet resilience was its own form of strength. This entire scandal, from a secret meeting to a viral leak, has completely shifted the dynamic between Teyana, Aaron, and Iman. Relationships have cracked, trust has crumbled, and the internet is watching like it's their favorite TV show. Was it really just closure? Or was it an emotional betrayal masked as a co-parent conversation? Is Aaron simply hurt? Or was he right to walk away? As fans continue to speculate, one thing is crystal clear. This love triangle is far from resolved. And every post, every live, and every paparazzi photo is adding fuel to the fire. Stay tuned, because this drama is far from finished.